I'm going to be on till 9:30 tonight. I got back-to-back boss chicks coming through. Hey, love, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I love your eyeshadow, Jasmine.
Thank you.
So welcome to our Leadership and Lifestyle series, powered by Healing While Building, one of my brands. We're highlighting amazing women who are doing the thing in the business that they love, but leading with excellence. And I tap into your lives periodically. I see your content. And with you working with relationships, I just see you do it with excellence. And I see you with that leadership lens. So I definitely wanted to have you on as a guest. Because my people are meeting your people, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourself, and then I'll do the same.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Jasmine Cruz. I am a relationship coach. I teach people how to make their relationships their biggest flex by simply teaching them a love tank method that leads them to relationship intelligence. And so that's what I embody, and that's what I represent. And I want that for everyone.
I love all of that, especially your framework, relationship intelligence, which before we wrap up, I want you to break that down if you can. So let me ask you this, and I've been asking all the ladies this periodically throughout the lives. What is when you think of leadership, what comes up for you?
So when I think of leadership, growing up, that's all that my parents wanted, right? Where, to be a leader. I came from leaders, and what I've noticed along the years is that leadership it's kind of one of those things, either you got it or you have to make it for yourself. So there are natural born leaders, and there's people that stumble upon leadership. And to me, there's a difference between a manager or a CEO and a true natural born leader. Yeah. And so for me, that means you embody this, right? You're not just a leader within your own business or your own corporation. You embody leadership in every aspect of your life. And I love that it's leadership, lifestyle, and legacy, because in my philosophy, they all mirror each other and they all go together. Yeah. So
yeah, for sure. I love all of that, and you're right, you do have to embody it. And when I think of what you said, if you don't have it, you got to learn it. It's almost like when someone just pops somebody in a leadership role or a manager role, and they're like a fish out of water, but they learn what they need to make it work. And my thing is this: are you making it work, or is it effective to where others will be inspired to work for you instead of having to be told what to do? Exactly. Which is what I call servant leadership, to where it's inspirational, it's servitude, and people are motivated. Yeah. I said this yesterday. People don't leave their jobs, they leave their managers. If you think about it, whenever you left a role, because there's roles that people stay in that don't pay that well or may not have X, Y, and Z, but the environment is synergized. The environment is supportive. They feel heard. They feel seen. They feel valued by their leader or by their team. And the team is indicative of the leader, right? Yeah. So I love that you pulled that out. In your relationship coaching, right? I know I always say coaches get the double dip. And what I mean by that is when I'm serving and I'm coaching, I'm getting served. For example, this leadership series that I'm doing, the conversation I have with LaQuelle, the conversation I'm having with you right now, my cup's getting filled. So how do you fill your cup and do that little double dip in the work that you do as a coach?
So if I could be completely honest, what fills my cup is ensuring that the relationships that I have personally, like friends and family, are being nourished, and that I'm not just utilizing coaching for my own benefit, financial gain. Yeah. I am making sure that my method is consistent within my own personal life. So my godchildren fill my love tank. My friends fill my love tank. My parents fill my love tank. My in-laws fill my love tank. That is what fills me up. To see that it may not be the same day that I'm having a conversation with my family or my friends or my godchildren, but to see some of the littles utilize my methods and
Yeah.
my theories and come back to me like, hey, they call me Antonimo, and they're like, hey, Antonimo, can we spend quality time together? Those are the things that I thrive off of, because
Yeah.
it's great that I can teach all of these things to a consumer, somebody that's my client. It's another thing when you're able to utilize those same strategies for your own family and to see them grow and to see them, just thrive, and for our relationships to get stronger. So that's really what fills me up, is to see not just my clients, but the younger generations
Yeah.
utilize it and also maintain the same strategy. They don't know it's a strategy, but it is.
Right. No, I love that. It sounds like your impact is generalized in everything that you do. A lot of people have compartmentalized their impact, meaning, okay, I'm at home, I'm this person. I'm working with my clients, I'm this person. I'm at work, I'm this person. And what that does, you start to confuse your brain. And I talked to LaQuelle about this. It increases imposter syndrome because you're not being your full authentic self. How can you be if I'm at work whitewashed or talking a certain way, and then I get home and it's trauma, dysfunctionality, but then I put on this other mask and I'm doing all the things to serve my clients, right? So I love that you are intentional about making sure that you're getting poured into and you're pouring on all areas, and ultimately everybody
Yes.
wins, right? Which is also part of your self-care and your self-love and your mental
Yes.
health and the whole nine. I mean, honestly, once you look at it, everything is aligned.
Absolutely.
Everything's aligned. So, the series is called Leadership plus Lifestyle meets Legacy. So let's talk a little bit about lifestyle. When you hear lifestyle, you think about the life that you are building, the person that you are becoming. How is that aligned with leadership?
So let me take it back. It's lifestyle is the person that I
Mm-hmm.
was, as in my childhood self, the person that I'm also becoming, and the life that I'm living right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why it's aligned with leadership is because, just like what you said, a leader never leaves its role. They're always constantly, trying to ensure that somebody else is, better than them. They're always making sure that, that everybody around is taken care of. But then a true leader is also taking care of themselves based on the lifestyle that they live.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing for sure about me is that I am going to be consistent across the board. The same way I'm talking to you is the same way I'll speak to my parents. The same way I'm coaching is the same way I am as a flight attendant.
Yep.
It's never different. I'm very much the same across the board. And, that could be a gift and a curse, but at the end of the day, it's my lifestyle, because that's how I maintain
Mm-hmm.
balance. That's how I maintain solid mental health, because
Yeah.
I can't be this person over here and then, a different coach. No, I'm the same. I'm the same because it works. And that's how I've been able to realize, going through my healing journey, that, whatever environment that I've been taken out of and thrown into, I've always been consistent. And I think that is one of my superpowers.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Because when you're consistent, it builds your confidence, right? And when you're confident, it impacts how effective you are, because you could be the smartest cookie in the bunch, but if nobody knows, then nobody knows. And if
Period.
nobody knows and they can't find you, you can't serve them. And with you being consistent, it helps you to get your reps in, to sharpen your skill set, where you're literally unstoppable, right?
Absolutely.
So why do you think that some people get in their own way to where they don't maximize their full potential, which then, in my opinion, nobody wins. They don't win as a person by operating at their in their superpower, and then they can't serve. So there's people out there who literally need what they have, but they
Mm-hmm.
can't find them because they're not showing up. Why do you think people decide to, I'm not going to go for my heart's desire? Where do you think that comes from?
I think it doesn't necessarily only come from competition or confidence. I think it comes truly from not being able to, how should I say this? They don't want to be a forever student. Most people believe that they know everything and there is all there is to know in their business.
That's good.
It is all there is to know in their relationships. There is all they need to know. I'm a leader. I already got it. I don't need to know anything else. Well,
Right.
let me tell you something, Pooh. You absolutely do. Okay? Being a forever student is one of the things that always makes you stand out. You will eliminate self-doubt based on the fact that you can come into a new room and say, you know what, I got a new philosophy. I learned something today. Because we do not all have everything together. We do not all know everything. A true leader will always be a forever student. That the people that are counting themselves out are counting themselves out because they're not willing to learn anything new. There's so much more to learn. Do not limit yourself because you feel like you know it all. That will be your demise. If you think that you know everything, you've made all the money that there is to make, that there is, you've been in a relationship for 10 years and you don't need to learn, you don't need to ask your partner any more questions.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Those are the things that I feel, in my opinion, are limiting people in our community, not just in a coaching community,
Right.
in community in general.
Yeah.
We are suffering because we're not willing to learn something new.
Yeah. I love that. I totally agree. And I'll also add, some people have never had the support. And so they carry that gap and that void into adulthood, into business, to all the things, to where you don't even know how to ask for help. And we start to project out, well, if I ask for help, this gonna happen. Or if I ask for help, are they really going to? We start to get in our head, overthinking, overanalyzing, instead of surrendering, releasing and letting go of control, and whoever it is that you believe in, right? Partnering with that energy and believing in self so you can literally get out of your own way.
Yes.
And that superwoman, superman cape syndrome is so it's running rapid, to where I've been doing it by myself. There's, like you said, there's nothing else for me to learn. What do you have for me? And that's literally you blocking your blessing and blocking your breakthrough.
Yep.
I love it. I see you guys in the comments, whether you're here live or on the replay. Make sure that you're sharing with us what's resonating. And if you have a question for myself or Jasmine, please let me know. So the last piece of this, Jasmine, is legacy. And I think it's very subjective. Some people see legacy as generating wealth. Some people see legacy as building an empire of their business. Like, what's your definition of legacy, or how do you see it?
So, of course, I'm all things relationship. So, in my opinion, being relationally intelligent, meaning embodying relationship equity, is the legacy. So yes, I'm not counting out all of the other things because those things are important. But what we do is we forget our relationships that are also equally important to financial gain, career success. And when I think about relationship equity, I think that is the legacy itself. Now, like we were talking about lifestyle and leadership and how they all kind of come together. Legacy is not just about money.
Right.
It can't be, because then that's all you have in life. There are, like, for instance, who you are and what you represent and what your daughter sees is the legacy. How she envisions you, how she is able to walk into a room and speak about you, and you would do the same for your mother. I've heard you talk about your mom. I've heard you talk about your daughter. And to me, that's legacy. We don't really think about the smaller things in life and some of the, how pleasant she speaks. That's legacy to me. It's the small things that we often forget about when it comes to our life and what we want to leave. I want people to know relationship intelligence before they leave this earth. That is their legacy, what they leave. Now, all of the other things may come,
Yeah.
but essentially, your relationship should be equally important, so that you have a legacy and something to speak to, and for other people to speak of you.
Right.
And that truly, when you truly are able to break generational cycles and reformulate the foundation of your life and what relationships mean, then you can essentially get to a solid legacy.
I love that. And don't let me forget to have you break down relationship intelligence. So one of my clients, she was wrapping up services with me, and she said, LaShana, working with you gives me a residual impact.
Woo!
Girl, and I recorded. I got that thing on record, because I said, wait, what? Say that again. She said, the work that I've done with you on my mindset and emotional intelligence and becoming self-aware and helping me build my business has given me a residual impact. It keeps going and going and going. And that's what I feel like legacy is. It's the residual impact 5 years later, 10 years later. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the repetition of me communicating in front of my daughter and not even formally teaching her, but she's in earshot and she sees the relationship building.
Yep.
She sees the professionalism. She sees the blood, sweat, and tears. And now it's just like an informal impact that I wasn't even cognizant of. But because environment is everything and we're always modeling, that's legacy.
Yes.
Now, is legacy building wealth?
Yes.
Yes. But I also want to say, at the end of the day, we say, oh, 6 figures, millions, XYZ. My question is, when you lay down at night, are you happy?
Period.
Are you complete? Are you well? And if you're burned out, overworked, overwhelmed, and your mental health and self-care is not intact, the answer is no, right? Now, most of us don't understand that until we're in crisis mode and we're up here.
Yes.
I'm talking about myself. However, take the learning. You only can control what's in your control, and share the wealth with someone else so they can be more proactive than reactive, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, such a good conversation. So before we wrap up, sis, break down your framework of relationship or relational intelligence. I don't even want to mess it up. What's the name of it?
So I have a method called the Love Tank method, which are 8 strategies. I won't go into all of that, but essentially what I teach is relationship intelligence. It's the quality of your relationships, being able to negate and navigate anything that comes your way. Because one thing that I am for sure about is you will have an issue, but how you're able to learn the how to being in relationship will establish this this energy within you that when something happens, you know what to do and you know how to do it. And it's not like the framework is it's 8, but it's simple because this is something that you can apply to any aspect of your life. It's not about, oh, you're in an intimate relationship and, I'm going to teach you how to save your marriage. Can I do that? Absolutely. But I want you to not have to get to that point of having to save your marriage.
Right.
I want you to know how to have proper communication, how to eliminate childhood traumas, how to navigate your boundaries, what it looks like to live from a full tank. All of those things will, the central part is how to be in relationship. And when I talk about relationship intelligence, what I'm noticing is people don't really know what that is. It's similar to emotional intelligence. Cut that word off, put relationships and add some pizzazz, and you will have healthy and dynamic relationships going forward.
I love that. What made you get into that arena?
So I am a gay woman that was kicked out when she was 17 years old for being gay. And I have never been back home. So I didn't really know how to be in a relationship. I got into a relationship very young. I've been married for 16 years and I've survived. But I didn't know what I was doing. So when trials came, I had to start reading and I had to start learning what it was to be in relationship. Yes, to save my relationship, but also knowing key aspects. So the same method I use on my marriage is the same method I use between my mother and I to rebuild that relationship and other things. But that's really what got me into it, when I realized I didn't know anything because I was out the house so young. And in my community, in the gay community, there was nobody to talk to and ask advice from. Why? Because most of the people I knew were in the church and were friends of the family, and they hated the fact that I was gay. So I had to figure it out on my own. So now I don't want anybody to have to go through that or have to feel like ashamed of having issues in their relationships, because there will be. But I just want people to know that there are safe places to go and really be authentic and really be able to, you know, get the help that you need, no matter what genre of life you come from.
Oh, I love that. No matter what genre of life. So first of all, thank you for your vulnerability and your willingness to share a little bit about your personal story. I love everything that you're doing. So what I would love for us to do, if you have anything coming up or anything on the horizon or any way for people to tap in, please let them know. I'll let you share and then I'll share and we'll wrap up.
So I don't have anything coming up at the moment. I am going to be having a masterclass at the end of the month. I just don't have a date yet because I'm a fly girl. I fly in the air, so I have to coordinate that. But I'll definitely get it to LaShana if she reposts something. At least there'll be something down in the comments for those who are rewatching.
Okay, and are you currently doing coaching right now?
Oh yeah, I'm accepting clients as we speak.
Okay, so click the link in my bio.
Yes, click the link in my bio or just send me a message. I am definitely somebody that responds. I am not that kind of girl that doesn't reach back. Let me know if you have anything that you guys need. Please just send me a DM. I am definitely responsive, and I would love to help with any relational issue or to get you a good outcome.
I love it. So guys, some of you may not know, I own a space that Jasmine literally was at, and I love her content she's pumping out that she created at Pop Up and Create. It's a multi-purpose content creation studio, and all month long we're having events. This Saturday is a women's Her Story brunch. On the 20th, we have a women's table talk. The end of the month, we have a content night. So make sure you guys check it out. Pop Up and Create, literally how the words are spelled. And then lastly, if you need an accountability partner and a business therapist, what that is the blend of both worlds, business coaching and mental health coaching, then I'm your girl. I specialize in imposter syndrome, helping you to crush those negative thoughts and then activate a plan so you can break through whatever it is that has happened for you, not to you. Then definitely connect with me. I'm big on the DMs as well, but everything is also in my bio. Jasmine, I want to tell you, thank you so much for taking time out to share with us today. That relationship intelligence is a game changer. I know you're on your way to trademark if it ain't already, because sis. Okay, and I just seen somebody named Love Tank Reality. No, Love Tank Realty. Do you know them?
Yes, babe.
Okay, I'm like, who done stole her name?
That is our household name. Instead of using our last name,
gotcha.
We use Love Tank.
I
so
love
our brand,
that.
Our business, our everything real estate, it's all good under Love Tank. So
I'm gonna have to follow her, and her background matches your eyeshadow. And because look, I'm ADD, and it matched the back of my thing. Okay, let me quit. All right, y'all. I got a 5-minute breather before our next guest, so I'm gonna log off. Give me a little woo-saw, and I'll see y'all back. Jasmine, thank you so much. We gotta connect, sis. And if there's any events that you want to tap in at the space, let me know. Okay. Check the calendar. Pull up on me.
Awesome. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.